All right, guys, I want you to get a quick win, and we are going to do that with a two-step funnel. So whatever your website is, whatever your homepage is, don't worry about that today. Don't change too much, but I do need a button somewhere at the top. What we have is several buttons throughout the thing, and all these buttons need to go to a next page, and we're going to make it more complicated later, but right now it's just two steps. And so that next page for you needs to be a You Can Book Me form. And on that form, it kind of is going to look like this. Book your discovery call below and see how your wedding can become uncommonly nice. It needs to have some kind of a header that tells them why. All right, so it's a discovery call. We call it a discovery call because that's what they're going to do. Next on this video, we're going to set up You Can Book Me. So there's two things that I want you to do today or this week. It might take you a little while to get this stuff down. You've got this video so you can pause, rewind, watch over and over and over. For us, instead of it just landing and it being this, I would say put a video or an image here. We have a high energy video that is like, woo, all this stuff. It's got high energy words. This is our 30-second highlight film. And we put something here at the top that says 85% of guests say that music is the most memorable thing at a wedding. So there's two ways of doing it. You definitely need some words at the top that makes them want to set up this call. It's like, okay, not just say, hey, set up a call, but like 85% of guests say that music is the most important thing in a wedding. My buddy Charlie here, he says voted, he's a wedding photography, voted top-rated Columbia, South Carolina photographer for wedding photography. He's doing a lot of that too for SEO purposes. We're not worried about SEO right this second. We want to get a quick win. So I would say have some words, a big header, have an image, and book your discovery call and see how your wedding can be. Just use your own words. But this next part is where I want you to take some time. So far, let's review. Homepage. If you've got Squarespace, just create another page. All these buttons need to go to that next page. On that page, have some words, a picture, an image, words at the top, image, and then a You Can Book Me form. And here is our You Can Book Me. So sign up for You Can Book Me. It doesn't take a whole lot to figure out how to just sign up for it. If you do, you can ask questions. But here is some of the things that we've learned. One, you don't really need an image because we're going to embed this on the website. And there's a couple tricks that I want to show you along the way. Again, I'm going to go 100 miles an hour. I want you guys to move fast. And if you get stuck, hit pause, listen to it again, or just ask me in the group call or the coaching sessions, or you can Voxer me. All right, for now. And so one, you'll want to, we've got this name. This was Christian J, and it just says book your next step, schedule a free consultation. We played around a lot with this, but once you embed it, all you see is the actual calendar. So you need to put the words on your website. The image that you put here on You Can Book Me, the way we're doing it currently, it's not there. So all this stuff doesn't even matter. So the general, just make sure it's a link, name it whatever you want. That's going to be important later. Calendar and Teams. So I actually have this set up to my personal calendar. You can see when someone sets up a call, it goes in my calendar, but I use my personal calendar. That way, if I put something on here like CrossFit, or if I need to go do something, it'll block that out and I don't have to do that, or it won't schedule a call while I'm doing something. So I actually use my personal calendar, my Google Calendar, for this link right here. All right, so that's the calendar that I hook up. Times and availability. This is your call. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can do calls a little later. And, on Sunday, I don't want to talk too much. I do give them an option. And on Saturday, I can talk till noon, because afternoon, you're usually doing a wedding. This just depends. I've done it where I haven't talked to any on Saturday and Sunday. I've done it like banker hours, or I've done it till 8 p.m. every night. It's just your call, your availability. The clients will pick what works for them. Display, duration and display. So I set it up for 30-minute increments. They can only do 30 minutes. Appointment types. This is, you don't need to mess with this. Language and time zones. Here's what I have automatically detect time zone. Display booking time zone, automatically detect booker time zone. So those are set up. And here's the booking form that we are currently using. So this perfect, I changed the name, the label. I forget what it was. It was like booking time or something. I just changed it to say perfect. So once they pick their time, it just says perfect. Tell us a little about your event. So that first little thing, I just changed the label. Next, I put just their first name, shorthand code. You see that? This is a required field. I put your best email because a lot of times they put they have their wedding email. I don't really want their wedding email. I'd rather have their personal email, but just your best email. Phone number, very important. Got to call them. Mobile number, this is required. Back over here. I like to know their event date, at this point, because when I pull up the call, I can say, hey, what you got going on March 13th? And it's kind of an opening icebreaker. And they say, we're getting married. So the event date is important, especially if you are solo and you already booked that day. You would like to learn more about your event. Now, one thing I do want to say about the date and stuff, don't worry about getting overwhelmed with too much stuff, too many gigs, too much. Let's just get some gigs at first. If you are booked that date and you get them on the phone, say, sorry, I'm already booked. It's not going to be the end of the world. But if you have more people on staff, then there you go. And we actually throw in a multiple choice thing. This kind of gives them all kinds of options. If you're a photographer, you could say day of shoot. But what I do is it's a multiple choice, and you would like to learn more about ... And it says it's check boxes. So it gives them this little option over here. Okay, and let's see what we have next. And that's it. That's it. Confirm booking on this booking form. Now, after booking, check this out. We set up another page in Squarespace that once they actually book, this is how the trust markers are starting to be stacked here. Once they actually booked, they get this. It says, perfect, your phone call is set. So there's already another little video. That's cool. It's showing this guy dancing. It could be a picture if you don't have all these videos ready. And it gives a little more trust markers. We've got a podcast, a client portal. All this stuff isn't important. You could have, hey, check out our blog if you have one. But this is just another trust marker. If nothing else, perfect. Your call is set. Have just an awesome picture there of you and your staff or something. It's another way of it. Instead of just popping up and says, thanks, your call is set. That's kind of boring. It's now it's all this stuff, and they came back to your website. So the call is set. That is after booking. If you don't have that, you can put display a confirmation, but I would say go ahead and create a website page and post this page in here with some thank you and a picture or video if you're that ready. All right, payments. We're not doing payments. All right, this is where trust markers are really, really stacked. It's in this notifications and workflow. Actions. Next actions. I get an email. You don't need to, I didn't really even change anything. This is kind of the standard thing that comes to it. Make sure that it goes to your email address. 0 minutes from the notifications, and it just says enter custom emails below. So that's who that's going to. Let's back it up. So that happens 0 minutes. Excuse me. All right, a confirmation email to Booker. Now, the automatic thing that they say it's like completely corporate-y and not fun at all. And it doesn't have a picture in it. I would say try to put some pictures in here. And you can use Canva to create a little picture. One thing real quick, when you do add a picture in, so let's see if we can go down and insert picture. It comes over here. You can upload it. Boom. When it first comes up, it's going to be huge sometimes. If the image is not the right height, copy this in and put it after the thing. It's a question mark, type equals MH100. And that'll make it the size of 100. If you wanted it 200, 200. But just type this thing in. It's question mark, type equals MH100. That'll change the size. So it's kind of like this, this code here that comes right after. It's inside the parentheses. So if you get stuck with that, let me know. And here it is, hi, first name. So this adds the tag whenever they put the first name in there. Hi, John. And I just tell them about myself. This one isn't too much trust stacking. It's subtle trust stacking. Like one, there's a picture of me with a white backdrop, look professional, got it going on. Look forward to speaking with you. It tells them about the date and a couple other things I have in here. You can expect a call from my 404 number. That's my cell. So I don't know. Just put that in there and just please confirm this time. And then I deleted, you'll see that there's a cancel button. I deleted the cancel and only give them the option to reschedule. So that's just my personal preference. I want to talk to them. If they took enough time to set this thing up, why not go ahead and talk? So Zapier, we'll get into that later. That's some more advanced stuff. That has to do with ClickFunnels and put them in different folders and stuff. But this is what's huge. Text. So you'll add SMS and you'll want it to go, I say SMS notification 20 minutes after. You want to change this to phone number from your booking form. I put the name of my company in a colon. Just so because this doesn't actually come to my phone, it goes. I get an email, but it's kind of weird. I don't want them just to reply, and that way they might have forgotten who we were. So it just says nice entertainment. You can see over here, John. Thanks for setting up a call. Here's Greg and Amanda's success story. We'll tell you more about them on the call. Having some kind of a success story is awesome, awesome. And this is the next step. If you don't have a YouTube video of this, then I just posted this like a couple days ago. This is a new one. But if then send them back to your website with a 1 or 2 testimonial in writing that goes there, and put this actual link in the email or in the text. So if they get this text, they click on this thing, they are already building rapport. This is 20 minutes after they set up the call. We haven't even talked to them yet. By the way, for the texting to work, you do need to sign up for, you need to add some text credits. Text, it's like $13 for a bunch of texts. They'll send text for a while, and then I just keep refilling it whenever. So this is the next notification. We're going down the flow. So far, we got an email to me, an email to them immediately. Then 20 minutes after, they get a text. 20 minutes after, they also get an email. I send them a text and an email at the exact same time. A little bit different. Here I say, hi, John, this is going to be fun. But don't take it from me. Watch this video testimonial from Greg and Amanda. And to make this little link right here in You Can Book Me, you need to, and I'll put this in the links below, but you need to use this format. So right here that makes this link. It's kind of weird how they have it, but the words are here. The link is here. Look forward to speaking with you. Another image, another smaller. So I'll show you the small code for You Can Book Me and the link code. I'll put those below this video. All right, so moving along. That's 20 minutes after. So far, they've booked. They got an email back. They got a text. They got an email. And then 2 hours after, I almost forgot. Here's the services and packages. And this actually goes to, it's not an actual video. I mean, it's not an actual price sheet. It's just, it doesn't have prices. This one shows, and if you do have one with prices, maybe just mark out the prices. This one just kind of has like what everything is. Again, this is really advanced. If you just wanted a PDF or a Word doc, that would work. We have a la carte prices, but we don't show our packages on here. So I'll talk to you more about that, but it just gives them, send them back to the website for something else. You know, this one, it says, please review our experiences with your fiance before the call. So we want them to really talk about this, to understand it. So because the goal is to actually take the credit card on the phone. Now, it doesn't always happen that way, but we want to warm them up as much as possible so they are ready to go. And we've played around with this. We've gone months with having the actual prices on here, and we've gone months with just showing them the experiences and the packages without the pricing. I like the latter. I like having the packages and the pricing on there without having the actual dollar signs, because then you can talk to them. All right, so that is all of After Booking Made. If reschedule, I haven't really messed with that. I haven't really done anything in here. Reminders before the booking. So they get an email 3 hours before that it just starts off. It says, looks like I've got a call set with you in about 3 hours. And it's got this start time here. We recently asked a few wedding professionals that we've worked with. Now this is another trust marker. It's like, hey, we asked actual wedding professionals what they said. And here's what a planner wrote. Hella fun. And we actually did. We're like, hey, what makes this different? And if you haven't, maybe do that. Hella fun, super professional, always reliable. With 10 years of experience and over 1,000 weddings served, you know why NICE is the go-to choice for wedding entertainment. Talk to you soon. If something comes up, click this button to reschedule. So it's just like this little reschedule link here. All right, so that is the email 3 hours before the call. And then 15 minutes is just like, hey, reminder that Hans will call in about 15 minutes. So we've played around with having another trust marker built here. The main thing is at this point, we just want them to not forget that they have a call. So a lot of them are working. They might not be able to watch a video or something. You can put something in here, but for now, I would just say it's kind of the same format, NICE Entertainment : Charlie Mather Photography : hi Hans. And if your name is the name of the company, don't put Hans, but put, hey, reminder, I will call in about 15 minutes. All right. So those are the appointments before the call. And then after the call, we send them to one more little thing. We send them a text. It's like, please look over the packages. Here you go. So next on the list, it says, this is the notifications and workflow tab, actions. We just went through all of those. There's, just to confirm, there's 6 actions in here, 2 actions in the if booking rescheduled, 2 actions in canceled, but we don't even mess with that. 2 reminders before the booking and 1 after the appointment. And you can play around with the after the appointment booking. All of these, is a template. Your business might be a little different. You can play with it, but you want to build these little trust markers. And I will give you a toolbox of trust markers next, and you can kind of pick and choose with what you want to use. But for now, this is what we're using. And if you don't have a video, use a picture. So that's kind of this. Next down the list, calendar events. So this is what happens on the actual calendar. It just says book, first name, email. And in here, it's got the booking made, create. Down below, I actually have this turned on. Invite participants to your calendar event. That is flipped on. All right, so that is all I have. All booking form emails, and then it's got my email address. All right, so this is super important. Styles and appearance. Not so much the style. You can do whatever you want. I just found that this was the most not ugly. Like, there are some really terrible looking forms in here. This is not the prettiest form, but you know what? It's working for us. I know there's Calendly. There's several others. This one, you have to pay for all of them. This one's pretty cheap, and it works. So I haven't messed with the fonts. The header, you can put some stuff, but I actually don't have anything in the header. All I have is, if they get this far and somebody just wants to talk to me, well, I don't want to make that hard. They don't have to set up a call. They can call me right now. I'll take their money right now. But in the header and footer is one of the most important buttons that is missed. And it took me a long time to figure this out. This needs to be unchecked. Breakout of enclosing frame set on mobile devices. So what happened before, because like 90% of the people come to your phone or come to your website on their phone. And before, when it was checked, they would skip the little, this little You Can Book Me form. It wouldn't go here. It would change the whole website over to You Can Book Me. Trust me, just leave this unchecked. Okay. A little custom CSS. So I'm also going to put this in the thing so you can copy and paste. All this does, it gets rid of all the times that you're not available. You see how it goes from 11:30, it skips 12. It just looks cleaner and it's a lot prettier. Instead of it being like a bunch of empty boxes, you'll want to copy and paste that in there. All right, so that's it. And then you can look at the live booking page. So that we've gone down all of these: general, calendar, times and availability, booking form, notifications, workflow, styles and appearances. Now let's look at the actual live page. You can send this link to people. It's not terrible. We did that for years. But I think that it looks more professional and it's cleaner if it's on your website, and you'll be able to follow along and see how many people go from stage one to the next, page one to the next page. So 2-page kind of, I guess 3 pages, right? Like you've got your home page, this set up a call page, and then a thank you for setting up the call page. So it's really 3 steps. All right. And this is it right here. Share and embed. Share and embed. So at first it gives you this. Then you'll want to go here. Copy this. If you have Squarespace, I'm sure you know how to embed if you've got a website, but it's, say I'm going to create a new page. I'm moving fast, but you know how to make a page, right? And on here, you'll have, just start with a blank, some big words up top, make your, big words. I would say like 8 words that says something. Make your party 10x with right there. So, like big words up top, boom. What's the biggest one I got? Nope. This one, maybe center it up. Put a picture here. If you don't have a video, let's do a picture and then embed the code. Where's a little code embedder? Boom. And then you'll want to add some text in here as well. So, book a discovery call today. Yeah, one thing I would say if you're using Squarespace, you want people to see that even if it's on, if they're on their phone, you want them to be able to see that they're setting up a call. Like, don't make the image so big. Do it like that. Make your party 10x a nice entertainment. Book your discovery call below. Boom. So now you've got that embedded on there, just like that. So they would go from the home page to this page with some words here, some words here. I mean, you can maybe make these a little, maybe not have that bold. And you see how I start each one with a capital letter? So a big opening statement here, book your discovery call here, and there they go. So there is the 3 steps. So you got the home page, the You Can Book Me, set up a call page, and the thank you page. Okay, Wedding Crushers, that's about 25 minutes of videos for you to watch. Like we're at the 25-minute mark, something like that. And it's going to take you 2 to 4 hours to get this stuff done, just solid, straight work. I know that if you have emails or phone calls, it could take you a whole day. It might take you a couple days to get this thing knocked out. But I want you to focus and stay on this until you get this 3-step funnel implemented into your website. Let me know if you have any questions. You can reach out to me on Voxer, or if we've set up a different arrangement in our particular case, reach out to the way that I told you to reach out to me. Hey, I look forward to the progress. I look forward to the journey. Keep crushing those weddings.